the issue with and around male VTubers.
Is that what this is?
Yeah, this is an intervention. You know, you're an issue. You're a male VTuber. Like, I just there isn't like clearly there is an issue with you specifically.
All right, I'm ready.
You're ready?
Hear what's wrong with me? I need to know what I've done wrong.
Yes,
so
the
I can
issue
make an
with
video.
and around male VTubers. Yes.
All right, here we go.
VTuber that yada yada yada. How I hate this one.
Bro, Kenji, what the fuck? He ate me.
Come on, let's continue.
God.
It's crazy that years ago, the first commentary video I made.
Side note, I love that model so much. It is so funny.
It's very
so
like
funny.
I spent 2 minutes on this. What the fuck?
Yeah, no, I love it. I love it though. He uses that model a lot.
That took off.
It seems like a lot of the low effort models are making a comeback.
I titled this one the same thing since it worked last time, and male VTubing is being talked about again. But why? Well, it's mainly sparked by HoloLive basically cutting support to the HoloStars. For those that have no clue what I'm saying, HoloLive has the girls, which is HoloLive, and the boy group is HoloStars, and they basically told the boy group, fuck off.
Bitch ass.
They're basically on their own with like management.
Notice some of the changes to be made to HoloStar's management structure. We wish to notice you some upcoming changes to be made to HoloStar's management structure since its launch in 2019. HoloStars has been active for almost 7 years, with its debut of first, second, and third gens, followed by Uproar. It has grown into a group with a total of 12 currently active members, and over the course of 7 years, their activities went beyond streaming on YouTube as they joined events, exhibitions, collaborations, live shows on site. However, the current state of HoloStar's business has forced us as a company to have repeated discussions about how to maintain HoloStars in a sustainable manner. We considered the future direction of the group's activities from various perspectives. Ultimately, we have arrived at the conclusion that changing the management structure in a way that fits the current status of HoloStar's activities is unavoidable. As a result, the company-led activities on the group, which have progressed alongside the individual activities of each talent, will be coming to a close. So they took away their management. They're still a part of the group, but they took away their management. They literally said, y'all on your own. These structural...
Am I still part of HoloStars? Like, if I was part of them, I mean, what?
They have...
So what do they give you?
They have the name. That's it. They give you the name. So
networking.
Essentially, what they removed is company-led projects and initiatives, talent streams conducted in company studios, all types of new merchandise releases, including anniversary items, and production and release of original songs.
So basically, everything why you would want to become a Holo VTuber.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, their support. HoloLive and HoloStars, or whatever. I've never. I don't really get the whole craze over the corpo.
I mean, I get, as a person who understands like corporations like that, like what they give you, I do like corporate VTubers. I don't personally have any that I follow, but I understand why they get the hype that they do, and I really appreciate the resources that they are given.
If I am following a VTuber, I don't want like the looming overhead of, yeah, this VTuber is going to disappear one day with no explanation due to contracts or whatever. Because that happens to every...
No, that's not true.
I feel like that is the end game of being a corporate VTuber, is like retiring.
More like, Calipy.
And then going back to indie.
No, not necessarily.
Like, think of the big names like Gura.
Mori Calipy.
I don't know who that is.
She's still... Really?
Yeah, I got no clue.
I don't know how to spell her last name. See? Still going.
I've never seen this woman in my life.
She's literally in the same... She's Guru's genmate, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah. No, there are plenty of VTubers who are still with their like respective companies.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, no, you just only hear about the ones that are leaving, that are graduating.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I usually only stick with like the drama.
Yeah, you do not follow VTuber culture. Neither do I, but I at least know a little bit.
Whereas
No.
if you're a male VTuber, you just get f***ed in the.
I mean, not necessarily. It's just that male VTubers are not as popular.
Yeah, you get f***ed in the. The same thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
but no funding for merch, no studio time, no major promos, nada, nothing. And now you have saying male VTubers are useless, can't grow, and that
What?
VTubing is only for the
Is that what I
girls.
thought he said?
So, yeah, I mean, VTubing is all about girls. It is. It's a girl thing. Now, there are guys that are VTubers, and, you know, more power to them. Good for them. But the reality is that VTubing is a female activity. VTubing, it's like a clever use of game mechanics.
I don't agree with that.
Like an exploit, basically.
You do agree with that?
And
No, I don't. I don't
Okay.
necessarily agree with it. It's not a
Agree with the
female
guy that has to
activity.
chase water.
No.
Serious?
But let me give my 2 cents. As a male VTuber, that is
Chase water with
actively
coke.
growing. At least I would say so. I hope so. Shit.
I hate you, Static Tokyo.
Now, there is a lot of debate on whether
What?
male VTubers can grow.
What?
I feel like anyone could see that the answer is yes. I mean, use your eyes. However, how are you able to do that in the modern day? Now, in this specific context with the Holostars, people often name fan service.
You
as
getting
way
a
to easily
knock
gain
on your
traction
door?
or attention. Women do love.
This Riz outside.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
was like-
so we had termites, right?
Yeah.
He is currently, so yesterday he spent like 4 hours drilling into the foundation of my home,
Mm-hmm.
and then today he is filling those holes with termite poison and then filling the holes back up with cement.
I see.
Yeah, so that's what you're hearing.
Okay, I thought someone was like trying to get inside. I'm
No. Nobody is
answer that.
invading my home. Nobody's invading my home. We're good. I'm fine.
fan service. Look at Love in Deep Space. So, I don't know, show some abs or something. People like that shit. So yeah, it is a valid way to grow. Only if you're into that, because there are other ways to go about it. And this is the route I personally took and the advice I tend to give out. Don't
Bruh.
think of this as a gender thing. That shouldn't be in your mind when creating content. Back when I was dipping my toes into trying content creation in general, I never once thought, oh, this doesn't work.
It's so interesting to me that YouTubing is considered a male predominant field, but VTubing is the opposite.
I guess it's just like the mo kawaii culture of Japan.
Mo?
Maybe.
Do you mean moe?
Yeah. You know, mow like mowing the lawn.
Yeah, you're gonna mow the lawn?
Yeah, I'm gonna mow MOE the lawn. Mow. Is it not mow?
No, it's moe.
Moe.
You've never heard like moe cute? You've never heard that?
I'm keeping that in.
Works for me because I'm a guy. First and foremost, you're a content creator. Your job is to make something that is entertaining. And I see a lot of men blame their gender as a reason as to why they are failing. But then when you go to like check their shit to like give at least some advice, you see that they basically have nothing. They didn't.
Yes! This for anybody though. Being a male VTuber is hard. I take a look at their socials, no short form content, they don't network or collaborate. If there is short form, they don't edit it or do it a bit messy, no community engagement. Using it as a general example applies to other VTubers, of course. And
Now,
this is
the third one is like,
what?
I mean, a lot of short form content for like clips. It's actually becoming more popular to only lightly edit or like just cut out the good bits of your stream and then post that.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of big
I mean,
YouTubers are
that's
starting to do.
fine, but if you put the effort in, that is going to do better.
I've seen Chibidoki said the opposite is better and does better.
She's also a large VTuber though. I don't know, like that's the
Yeah.
thing, right? Is if you are a small VTuber, you can take the advice of a large VTuber, but what works for her might not necessarily work for you. She is a large VTuber. She already has that standing, and so for her in that position, it might be the opposite. Right? So
That's true, yeah.
for VTubers that are our size, it might be better to do the like go all out on editing. Yeah.
Yeah.
It just it you never know the exact circumstances when it comes to those kinds of statistics.
Yeah, kind of impossible to like say one works versus the other.
Yes. Personally, if I see a VTuber that I do not know, and it's just like a clip and it's unedited, I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna be like, this is not interesting, and I'm gonna swipe away. However, if I swipe to something and I see somebody's face that I know, if I see Doki Bird, if I see Chibi Doki, if I see like anybody of like that caliber, or even somebody that I know like Frosted or Rainy, I'm gonna stop.
There's like an established like thing in your head, like, oh, this is gonna be good.
Exactly.
Game.
Yes.
Can really do much. It's a common pattern. I've seen it and it's even been pointed out. Have you ever heard a successful male VTuber say that they are successful because they are a man? No, because they know they provide entertainment. I don't think I've grown this much because you guys just like my black ass and I don't do fan service. Y'all like my commentary and editing style for some fucking reason. To those out there trying to be a male VTuber, if something ain't working, switch it up. Back when I tried to do gaming stuff on the channel, that shit didn't work. And I quickly switched it up to another thing. I enjoyed it, and it started working. Often see many VTubers, male and female, go down the route of just playing a game and calling it a day. But the thing is, if you aren't really good at the game you're playing, then it's just boring. It's like watching your little cousin play Minecraft. Like, why the fuck am I here? But if you're funny, and sometimes you don't even have to be funny, just keep on talking. Learn how to speak constantly. I say as a nigga, can't do that. But streaming isn't my main thing for a reason. My main thing is videos. And that ties into my next point. Diversify. Streaming on Twitch and just Twitch alone is so shit. Even more shit if you're a guy VTuber, I guess, but we'll touch on
It's actually one of the worst places to get discovered at.
Oh yeah.
In the middle of nowhere. Look at this shit.
And to be completely
There's nothing.
I wouldn't have as much as I do on Twitch if my homies didn't raid me a lot, and if some of you guys never went over there to catch me when I'm live. Point blank period.
It's very true.
My Twitch growth completely corresponds to my growth on other platforms and my friends that also happen to be content creators. That's just what it is. Shouts out to the homies and you guys. So my next point is also try to actually be friends with people, communicate, connect. I know what I said might make some people go, oh, I should just make friends with other content creators and expect them to give me followers. No. The people I've shown are actually my homies, regardless if they were a VTuber or not. And some of them I met before they were even at the size they are now. What I'm saying is being active and just genuinely trying to chill with others is good because, believe it or not, contrary to popular belief, some VTubers are nice as fuck and do want to show support in any way they can. And if you're a good person,
I think that's most VTubers.
you'll also support those around
most
you too. However,
sane people.
There is one point where I guess technically a few points I honestly can't argue against because there is truth to it. The stigma around male VTubers. Now let's be real. There isn't a lot of male VTubers. VTubing is just a female-dominated space, and that's cool. Nothing wrong with that. Male VTubers have a stigma of being weird. And obviously there is a bunch of proof to back.
I think that's just men in general have that stigma.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily think that's a VTuber thing.
Yeah. Men online.
Yeah, men online are just... When you think men online, you think, oh yeah, they're weird.
Like Discord moderator type shit.
Yeah.
When you think of me online, do you think Discord moderator?
No, I think Twink.
What type of weird do you...
I think Twink, insecure, reactive. Yeah.
Dang, getting into my toxic traits. Okay. I'm thinking like more like, you know, on like the. No, that's okay. That's cool. Yeah, that's cool. No, that's okay.
This is you right now. This image.
Yeah,
this is
me.
you right now.
Hey, I'm nonchalant. It's all about being nonchalant lately, you know.
Oh yeah, of course, yes.
It's all about not caring, you know, being the nonchalant type.
Oh yes, yeah.
Yeah. But also Women can be weird as fuck as well, and my channel could also.
That is true.
There's definitely mean girl behavior roaming around. However, since
Bro,
male
never mess
VTubers
with a
are minority,
gooner female.
just a few male VTubers fuck up, all of us can low-key feel a shockwave. Other women VTubers might be a bit more skeptical.
What? Why is it?
I
Why?
personally think
What?
rightfully so, but it still doesn't feel too good. I saw a tweet from Nikaishi. Hopefully, I'm saying your name right. Basically, saying,
He uses the same GIF a lot.
under the surface. There's no audience for you, no easy path to success.
Or its
like others
editor.
have. You'll be excluded,
Yes,
rejected,
whoever
looked down
uses
on,
it a lot.
ignored, slandered, unappreciated, and underestimated. And that people won't take.
Dude, why'd you post this tweet?
I don't know.
Why would you
Male
post this
VTubing is harder and nearly impossible to find success in. Anyone who says it isn't is lying to your face. I mean, that's not true. We have people.
Even if you believe this, it is a net negative to post this. You're not gonna get any pity points for posting this.
I mean, we have male VTubers. We have Kenji. We have Shoto. I'm not super big on like watching other VTubers, but both of those VTubers are indie.
Yeah.
So it's not. What did they say?
Nux Taku.
Yeah, Nux. Vox. Vox? I don't know. I don't remember their names. I'm sorry. So it's not nearly impossible to find success. It's just a matter of like what you're doing and what you consider to be successful.
Yeah.
Take you seriously because male VTubers usually aren't successful. Hindsight editor Tokyo here. I do think this post is a bit more pessimistic than I initially thought. I don't think anyone that tells you it isn't that much harder is lying to you. I also don't think most successful
It is harder.
VTubers really saw
is.
their gender as a defining factor as to what made them successful. Unless it's like fan servicey things, then maybe. I don't know. I also don't think the space detests men. I think in terms of women VTubers and their fans, they're both well within their right to be cautious of male VTubers due to the amount of shit we end up hearing about male VTubers. Not to say that
They keep using the same clips.
we've definitely seen it, but I don't think detest is
Gotta get that VOD out, you know?
See, I think cautious is a better term. And if you're here vibing and just doing your normal thing, eventually niggas won't have a reason to be cautious of you specifically. So I wouldn't even worry about it too much for real. Okay. Now you can hear what Pasthetic at the time of recording this had to say. And I'm gonna go to sleep because it's 9:47 a.m.
Yeah, he does edit his own videos.
Now, as pessimistic as this sounds, like holy shit, heavy as fuck. And while I do heavily disagree with there is no audience for you, I truly believe there is, it just takes a while to find it. Everything else is something I've kind of personally experienced while VTubing, and not something I can outwardly disprove either. Sure, you can make an argument that all these things happen to women VTubers as well, and that it might not even be a gender thing at all. However, when I was talking to someone, who I will keep anonymous because I don't want tagging people, when I told her the idea of this video, she said, and I quote, "I don't like many male VTubers. I'm careful around them because I think all of them are sex pests." Damn! I was
Goddamn.
Damn.
I know she wasn't talking about me specifically, but it made me look back on the way I was treated by certain individuals and think maybe they treated me that way because they had the same notion.
I mean, I don't look at it like that, but what the fuck? You do see a lot of like news. Okay, I think part of it is that when you see news about VTuber drama, it's almost always something like that.
Yeah.
So and so
Yeah,
is
or
a
like-
sex
like
pest.
something
So and so, yeah, that, yeah.
Oh, like the recent drama. I don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah, stuff like that.
The
where
recent-
it's like when you have women VTubers, a lot of the drama is like, oh, you know, art theft. Somebody's stealing my VTuber model. Oh, you know, this VTuber model looks way too close to mine, and it's just like they're literally just like the same animal or something. You know what I mean?
Like high school drama.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying here is that that's the stigma of male VTubers. That's what we're kind of up against. Or maybe not. I don't know. Food for thought. This video is nothing more than a discussion and hopefully some advice sprinkled in. Tell me what you think in the comments. I really want to know if
You
you're
just
a male
gotta be
VTuber,
in a
have you
relationship,
experienced
so it's like
this
you
ever-
can't be a sex
Now,
pest
I
because
can't even tell
you
you
gotta.
about
No, you can.
already gotta love her.
No, you can, but then you're a sex pest and you're cheating.
With the most views.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah.
In the
Yeah.
thumbnail by myself.
I'm
Why?
cheating for
Because I know
reaching
that
out.
Putting me in the
Yes, exactly.
just
Exactly.
doesn't usually do good for clicks.
Bitch ass nigga.
Now the people that already know who I am, they'll probably click it. But to get new people in that have never seen my face before, they don't give a fuck.
Yes, this. Exactly.
Yeah, I could honestly admit that.
Yeah, real.
That's why before, when I would have myself in a thumbnail, it would usually be me with like 2 other more well-known VTubers, and usually the VTubers would be women. Not to say that I put them in because I was like, oh, women get clicks. It's more so that they're either VTubers I watch, friends, or is involved in the video in some way, or a mix of all the 3. Of course, there are videos where I kind of have to put myself because it feels weird to just shoehorn a random VTuber in a thumbnail with a video has nothing to do with that VTuber. Like, I'm not gonna put Zentreya in a thumbnail of me reacting to a video. Speaking of reacting, do y'all want me to react to something again and put it on this channel? I could if y'all want. I just don't know if y'all would fuck with it. I don't know. Oh, and also,
you need to start putting Zentreya up there, bro.
Me basically saying that women hate
but her little gecko model.
really.
That was my favorite model. It was so cute. I loved seeing that little gecko on my feed. Yes! Yes! I love this model!
Is this the VTuber community? Like, is this it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Or that women
What the
have
fuck?
it so much easier. In reality, they kind of don't. If they do, it's not by a large margin, at least in my opinion. The space for women in VTubing is far more saturated. There's a lot of them. And also, being a content creator in general and being successful is already hard as shit, despite gender roles. I don't want this conversation to be skewed into like a men versus women thing. That gets us nowhere. We should try our best to just understand one another and just talk. However, despite the stigma I talked about, you can still prevail, as cheesy as that sounds. I mean, I grew, shit, why can't you? Am I Iron Mouse level? Fuck no, but I'll keep trying. And if you
But
want
that would be hard.
He uses this fucked up model. And
I love his model.
If you had a Pokemon, I would fuck your Pokemon because you pissed me off.
why? Because he is funny, he's entertaining.
Yes.
Yes, Heavenly Father.
So after eating some watermelon, you decided to go dribble a ball?
What?
I didn't eat the water.
Bro.
It's right here.
You want some more?
Funny, entertaining to watch. You have Shoto, entertaining, funny. I think he does fan service things too.
Oh yeah, he does a lot of fan service. I followed him on Twitter for a short time and I had to unfollow him because he posted so much art of himself shirtless.
And don't miss the true fun to watch. It's the same thing as being funny. There are female VTubers that are entertaining. I don't exactly find them funny. So here's a TLDR advice for a male VTuber that wants to grow. Diversify. Don't just stream and that's it. You need a YouTube, an IG,
Diversify.
and a TikTok, if that even exists at this point. A lot of people will tell you the method is short form content. I have no experience with going into heavy short form content since my main thing is full length videos, but the few shorts I have done did okay for what they are. But me personally, I would try dabbling in both long form and short form content, whether it's an edited VOD or a dedicated YouTube video. I would also put a heavy emphasis on thumbnails. Obviously, my thumbnails kind of have a set template I've developed over the 2 years I've been doing this. People judge the book by its cover, sadly. A little trick I
It's very true.
3 different thumbnails for each video and A/B test them to see which one gets the most clicks. That's probably
You can do that.
and
yes.
also when it comes to streaming, let's
What the f does that mean, Kobe Bryant?
everything I listed takes time to do. If you stream for 8 hours, not only did you use 8 hours of your day, you also give yourself more.
You should never be streaming for 8 hours a day. That will not help you grow. You should be streaming at most maybe like 4 or 5 hours a couple times a week, and then the rest of your time should be going to creating content on other platforms.
Yeah, editing.
Yep.
More things to look through, which then delays the next time you have to stream. Instead of just streaming 2-ish hours, and now you have like 6 hours to VOD scrub, grab clips, edit them, assuming you don't have like a 9 to 5 or school. And if you do, use the free time to stream, and then the next time you have free time, use that free time to edit the last stream you did to make content elsewhere. Maybe even do a dedicated short video or a long form video. Allocate your time. Or you can do what I did and just not ever sleep. It's 5 a.m. while recording this.
Bruh.
Yeah, well, sure, this shit is definitely tricky and
Definitely sleep.
more
You
discouraging
should
after
should
the whole
sleep.
Stigma section. If you're in it for the love of the game, is that shit really gonna stop you?
For the love of the fucking game.
I even took the liberty to ask you guys in a community post on my channel.
When you watch a VTuber, what makes you stick around to watch them more, and what makes you not want to continue watching them? What did they say?
What makes you stop watching a VTuber? And again, be mindful of bias, because I would
Damn,
those
he didn't show.
These questions are people that enjoy my content type. However, I think there is something of value to see here. Off rip, the common thing I've seen throughout these responses is
I think I've seen this same clip like 6 times.
Subjective. Some personalities won't mesh with yours, and that's fine. But a lot of people tend to look for authenticity. One commenter even noting that for them, they don't really rock with people playing a character or not being themselves. I also see a lot of people saying,
yes. People that play characters are just so odd to me. Like, I understand. Yeah, I understand what they're going for, but I could not do that.
I think
it would make me so tired.
What's worse than being like yourself is being cringe, and I think being trying to pretend you're someone else reaches that level of like cringe that people don't like to watch. You know what I mean?
What? The only thing worse than being yourself is being cringe?
No. Not like the only thing worse, but I mean, like, when it comes to online content,
yes,
people would rather you be yourself than pretend to be someone else. Because pretending to be someone else can be seen as cringe.
Okay, yes. Okay, I understand what you're saying now. Okay, yeah.
Their voice, how they sound. I'm honestly kind of shocked by this, because if voices is what you like, why the fuck are you watching me? But you know, I'll take the W. Shit, I'm not complaining. Now again, this one is a bit more subjective. I also saw a lot of people saying design, which I'm not the best person to talk about designing a VTuber design.
I think my design is cute.
However, I'll link some videos in the description about how to design an eye-catching or interesting persona.
I don't think the design matters as much as people think.
A good sense of humor is nice. Again, it's a person to person.
I think it matters in the context of people seeing it and clicking. So if your VTuber model is super boring, it's just like, it looks like everybody else's, I don't think people are going to click on your thumbnail with your face on it. However, if it looks interesting, if it is visually appealing, then people are more likely to, you know, be like, oh, I want to see what this is.
Another way of roping people in.
Yes, basically.
Consistency on
your VTuber model is clickbait.
In general, community interaction.
Yeah.
Is definitely a department I lack in. Sorry, nothing against y'all. I pointed out my flaw because it shows that you don't need every single one of these check marks to be worth something. It's not Tinder, chill out. You're not gonna get skipped because you ain't 6 foot, trust. Damn. But you might get skipped for being a dickhead though. A lot of the common things that make people not rock with specific VTubers anymore is due to huge ass controversies, opinions, or jokes that are more, you know,
it's not specific to VTubers, but to anyone on YouTube I watch. What makes me stay is usually if they have a nice voice, if they talk about things I think are interesting, and I also like when they also have a good humor. What makes me unsub is usually if they get into a controversy and I think the grounds of the controversy are enough to not want to support them anymore, when their opinions or jokes start leaning more and more into the transphobic, homophobic, manosphere, hating women type of things. Personality makes me stick around. Designs can be the coolest thing I've ever seen, but if I don't like the personality, I'm out. It doesn't even have to be bad personality. If it doesn't just mesh well with mine, I notice I tend to go for a mix of chill, chaotic people. Sometimes I want upbeat, and others I just want to hang out or around and chat a bit. To be blunt, what I immediately dip about is if they for some reason get a model with a uniform that's closely associated with some questionable individuals. I don't like the fact that this has happened enough times. It's a damn rule now. I also dip when they say shit like anyone's lives are political. Just don't be a dick. It's easy. In terms of what keeps me just as long as you're not a dick for the most part, you're good. Yeah.
Just don't be controversial.
Yeah. In terms of what keeps me engaged is whether they are entertaining and funny, give people a good laugh after a hard day, and what makes me stop watching is when VTubers start making very misogynistic, racist jokes and mockery of current world affairs, kind of like Nux, Taku, and some others. So I guess in summary, a VTuber that is self-aware and has awareness of who their audience is.
Transphobic, homophobic.
Nux, Taku is the Asmongold of the VTubing world.
Things of that nature.
Yeah.
Just don't be an asshole. And as this video is uploaded, this community post probably will have more responses. I'd recommend going through and reading some of them because it could be good insight on what people are looking for.
Conclusion.
Is male VTubing harder? My answer, kinda, in my opinion. Of course,
Yeah, I do think it is.
differently, and that's fine. It's hard for me to sit here and say yes because I feel like I'm growing without much of an issue. However, there are definitely specific struggles that male VTubers may face that women don't. But then again, you could say vice versa, that women VTubers have struggles that men don't. Again, I'm not here to make it men versus women. Everybody can calm the fuck down. I appreciate all those that think I'm worthy of their money. It means a lot. And thank you to those that replied to my community posts. If you happen to be a male VTuber, feel free to share your opinion on the matter in the comments. I want to know. Can't wait for this whole thing to be a topic again in like 6 months. All right. I'll see y'all later. Peace.
Yeah. So when it comes to male VTubers, I do think that they have a bit of a harder time, but I think that just like with anyone, part of that is that, you know, people don't post. People don't put in the effort that they have to. They are putting in effort where it does not count. They are streaming longer, they're streaming more, they are, you know, buying all the new games, and they're just streaming to no one, the same exact people. They're not doing anything with those VODs. They're not like outreaching. They're not talking to new people. They're not getting into communities, so on and so forth, which makes it very hard to grow. If you aren't...
Also, it becomes hard to network and get into those communities. I mean, it took me a long time to become friends with the people I'm friends with now.
Yes.
And get to a point, not just be friends, but like get to a point where I'm comfortable saying, hey, help me promote myself. When
you can't just, you cannot just stream anymore. That's not how it works. You can't.
Those days are over.
Yep, those days are over. Unfortunate but accurate.